One of the most common questions I get from men over 60 isn't about medication or diet or even exercise. It's about something far more personal. Many older men quietly wonder, is self-pleasure still safe at my age? Or can it affect my prostate, my energy, or my heart? Let's be honest. This is something that a lot of men do, but very few ever talk about. And that silence can lead to confusion, myths, and sometimes even health problems. So today, I want to break that silence. I'm Dr. Narita, a urologist who has spent decades studying men's health and the aging process, and I want to explain in a mature and scientific way how to safely manage your body's natural urges after 60 and avoid the 3 common mistakes that I see far too often in my clinic. First, let's address something important. Aging doesn't mean you stop being human. Your body changes, yes, but your biology doesn't just turn off after 50 or 60. Testosterone levels decline, blood circulation slows, and your muscle mass decreases, which can affect your stamina and response time. But that doesn't mean you should ignore or suppress your natural functions. Instead, it means learning how to adapt and care for your body wisely. Now, what happens to men after 50 or 60 in a medical sense? Blood flow to the pelvic region isn't as strong as it used to be. The nerves that once responded instantly might take longer to activate. And your body's recovery, whether from stress, exertion, or intimacy, also slows down. That's completely natural. It's not a sign of weakness or failure. It's just biology evolving with time. The problem is that most men don't adapt their habits to match these changes. They try to behave as if they're still 25, putting unnecessary strain on their prostate, bladder, and even cardiovascular system. That's where trouble begins. Inflammation, fatigue, urinary discomfort, even emotional imbalance. You see, your reproductive health is closely tied to your nervous system and hormone balance. When either one is pushed too hard, your body sends signals: fatigue, soreness, irritability, or trouble sleeping. These aren't random. They're your body's way of saying, slow down and take care of me. The key isn't to stop your natural routines. It's to adjust them. It's about listening to your body's signals, improving circulation, maintaining hydration, managing stress, and understanding the right timing for recovery. That's what we'll explore in this video. But before I reveal the 3 common mistakes men over 60 make when it comes to self-care in this area, I want you to understand why it matters. This isn't just about personal satisfaction. It's about your prostate health, your cardiovascular system, your sleep, and even your emotional stability. If you've noticed changes in energy, drive, or mood as you've aged, this discussion will help you connect the dots, because how you manage your body now can protect you from issues like prostate enlargement, low testosterone, and even early fatigue. So stay with me. In the next part, we'll start uncovering the first mistake that causes unnecessary stress to men's health after 60 and what to do instead. Let's start with the first major mistake men over 60 often make: ignoring the body's recovery time. Most men think that as long as they feel fine, their body is fine. But that's not always true, especially after 60. Your nervous system, circulation, and hormonal balance don't bounce back as quickly as they did in your younger years. What once took hours to recover from can now take days. Your body has a limited energy budget, and as we age, that budget becomes tighter. Energy that was once easily available for physical activity or intimacy now gets divided between healing, maintaining your heart, your brain, your digestion, and your joints. So when men over 60 push their body without giving it proper recovery, they unknowingly exhaust their vital energy reserves. You may notice symptoms like low motivation, sore lower back, weaker bladder control, or even restless sleep. These aren't random. They're signs that your body needs more rest before you stimulate it again. Think of it like this: your body is an engine. When it was new, it could run hard and fast without overheating. But with time, even the strongest engine needs more careful maintenance. Oil changes, slower driving, and cooling breaks. Ignoring that will lead to wear and tear. In medical terms, overstimulation can temporarily affect your prostate's fluid balance and the smooth muscle tone around your bladder. That's why some men after 60 experience a feeling of heaviness or pressure in the pelvic area or notice changes in urinary flow. It's not always a disease. It can be the result of not giving the body enough downtime. So what's the right timing? While it varies from person to person, a general rule I recommend to my patients is this: listen to your energy the next morning. If you wake up refreshed, clear-minded, and stable, your body likely recovered well. But if you feel drained, sluggish, or notice a lower mood, that's your signal to slow down and let your body restore. Hydration and nutrition also play a big role here. After 60, the prostate and urinary system depend heavily on fluid intake and minerals like zinc and magnesium. So if you're dehydrated or not eating nutrient-rich foods, your body's recovery window becomes even longer. A glass of water after any physical activity, including self-care, helps flush out byproducts from your system and supports your kidneys. The lesson here is simple: never rush your body. Treat it with patience. What used to be an impulsive action at 25 should now become a mindful act of health management. Respect your recovery time, stay hydrated, and give your system space to restore itself. When you do that, you'll notice something powerful: better energy levels, calmer mood, and a more balanced sense of well-being. That's what healthy aging looks like, not stopping your habits, but evolving them intelligently. In the next part, we'll talk about the second common mistake, something that silently affects your prostate health and nerve sensitivity, and how a simple daily habit can fix it. Now, let's move to the second big mistake I see men over 60 make: ignoring blood circulation and muscle health in the pelvic area. This one often goes unnoticed, but it has a huge impact. As we age, circulation naturally slows down, not just in the heart or legs, but in the pelvic region as well. The arteries become stiffer and oxygen flow to the lower body reduces. The result: the muscles and nerves that support bladder control and male function become weaker and less responsive. Many men think that this is just a normal part of aging and that nothing can be done. But that's not true. In fact, most of these issues come from inactivity, sitting for long hours, not stretching, not walking enough, and having poor posture. When blood doesn't circulate properly in the pelvic area, the tissues don't get enough oxygen and nutrients. Over time, this leads to stiffness, slower nerve response, and even mild discomfort during or after any physical release. So, what's the solution? Movement. You don't need an intense workout routine. A simple 15-20 minute daily walk can make a remarkable difference. Add gentle hip stretches, deep breathing, and a few minutes of pelvic floor tightening exercises, sometimes called Kegels. These help strengthen the muscles that support your prostate and bladder, and they improve circulation. Think of it as giving your body better plumbing. When the pipes are clean and the flow is steady, everything runs smoothly. But when you sit too much, eat poorly, and don't move, that flow becomes restricted. And that's when tension and discomfort begin. One more thing: hydration. I mentioned it before, but it's so important that it deserves repeating. The prostate and bladder are like filters. They need water to flush toxins. Dehydration thickens your body fluids and can make you feel heavier or more fatigued after physical release. Make it a rule to drink clean water regularly throughout the day. And here's something many men don't realize: circulation isn't only about blood, it's also about relaxation. Chronic stress constricts blood vessels. When you carry constant tension in your mind or body, your pelvic muscles stay tight, blocking proper blood flow. That's why relaxation techniques like slow breathing, light stretching before bed, or listening to calm music can have real medical benefits. So if you want to maintain healthy function and comfort after 60, remember this: movement and calmness are medicine. Keep the blood flowing, keep your body relaxed, and stay active in a gentle way. It's not about pushing yourself. It's about nurturing your body every single day. In the next part, we'll move to the third mistake, one that affects not only your prostate and circulation, but also your hormone balance and energy levels. It's the most overlooked, yet most important, aspect of men's self-care after 60. Now, let's talk about the third mistake. And in my opinion, this one is the most serious: neglecting hormonal and lifestyle balance. After 60, your testosterone levels are naturally lower than they were in your younger years. That's not a disease. It's part of the body's natural evolution. But when you combine that with stress, poor sleep, lack of exercise, or too much self-stimulation, it can create an imbalance that leaves you feeling drained, foggy, or emotionally flat. Here's what happens. Testosterone is not just a male hormone. It supports your muscle mass, mood, heart function, and even memory. When levels drop too low or fluctuate too often, your body feels it everywhere. You may notice more fatigue, slower recovery, less motivation, or even irritability. Many men make the mistake of thinking that taking supplements or energy boosters will fix everything. But that's only a temporary patch. The real solution lies in balancing your habits. First, your sleep. Sleep is where your body restores testosterone and repairs tissues. If you're sleeping less than 6 hours or waking up often, your hormone cycle can't function properly. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of calm, uninterrupted rest. Keep your room cool, avoid screens before bed, and allow your brain to unwind before you lie down. Second, your nutrition. Your prostate and hormone system need very specific nutrients, especially zinc, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids. These come from foods like pumpkin seeds, fish, eggs, and nuts. Reducing sugar and processed food can also make a visible difference in your mood and stamina within weeks. Third, your mindset. Chronic stress raises cortisol, a hormone that directly lowers testosterone and restricts blood flow. If you're constantly anxious, frustrated, or tense, your body stays in fight or flight mode. Over time, that stress silently drains your energy and disrupts hormone rhythm. Gentle breathing, prayer, meditation, or even quiet walks in nature can all help calm your system. And finally, frequency and moderation. Many men think more is better, but at 60 and beyond, moderation is the secret to longevity. Every body has its natural rhythm. The key is to find the balance that leaves you feeling rejuvenated, not exhausted. Your body at 60 is still capable, wise, and responsive, but it requires respect. Every choice you make, from what you eat to how you rest, sends a signal to your hormones. Treat your body kindly, and it will respond with strength and calmness. In the next and final part, I'll show you how to bring all of this together, the recovery timing, circulation, and hormonal balance into one simple lifestyle plan you can start today to stay healthy, confident, and energized for years to come. Now that we've covered the 3 main mistakes, neglecting recovery, ignoring circulation, and overlooking hormonal balance, let's bring it all together into a simple, sustainable routine you can follow every day. Because the truth is, staying healthy and active after 60 isn't about restriction, it's about rhythm. When your habits flow in harmony with your body's needs, everything improves: your mood, your sleep, your confidence, and your energy. Here's how to start. Each morning, begin your day with hydration, a glass of clean, room temperature water. This gently wakes up your kidneys, improves blood flow, and supports prostate function. Follow it with 5 to 10 minutes of light movement, walking, stretching, or gentle pelvic exercises. Think of this as charging your internal battery. Next, throughout your day, avoid long periods of sitting. Every 45 to 60 minutes, stand up, move around, or take a brief walk. This small change alone can dramatically improve your lower body circulation and keep your pelvic muscles strong. Nutrition matters too. Keep your meals balanced with proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats. Include zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or cashews a few times a week. Reduce excessive sugar and processed snacks, as they can trigger inflammation that affects both your prostate and your hormones. Now let's talk about mindset, one of the most overlooked aspects of men's health. Emotional stress, guilt, or anxiety can affect your body just as much as physical strain. If you treat your natural urges as something shameful or unhealthy, you build tension that restricts energy and circulation. Instead, learn to see your body as your lifelong companion, one that deserves patience and understanding. Respect your recovery rhythm. You don't have to follow anyone's rule book. Your body will guide you. If you feel tired, rest. If you feel balanced and clear-headed, that's a sign your system is stable. Always aim for comfort, not pressure. And remember, health isn't about giving up what makes you feel alive. It's about doing it wisely. Your body at 60 or 70 isn't weaker. It's simply more sensitive. With care and awareness, it can stay healthy and active for decades. So take this as your action plan. Stay hydrated, move daily, sleep deeply, eat clean, manage stress, and listen to your body. That's the formula for a stronger heart, a healthier prostate, and lasting energy. If you found this helpful, don't forget to share it with other men who might silently be wondering about the same things. It's time we make these conversations normal, because understanding your body is not weakness, it's wisdom. I'm Dr. Narita, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll talk about practical daily habits every man over 60 should follow to keep his energy, strength, and confidence for life.